Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode for LethalFrag.com. This is Cyanide Epic, and in this episode we are in the map Grid. Now using the AK47, and in this map I got a few tips for you. I'm actually enjoying this AK47 right now. This is on the Xbox that I'm gaming, and I'm absolutely loving the AK47. I don't know why, but I'm just having a lot of fun with the gun. I have used this gun in the past, but not as much as I'm using it right now on the Xbox, and it's a very nice gun to use. I could say that the iron sights sometimes can be a little difficult to use, just because they really get up there, you know, in your face, you know, when you're actually looking down sight, so it takes a little bit of room. But it doesn't really bother me, and the recoil is actually very steady, very solid. I actually really like it's a lot easier to handle than most of the other guns, and it's actually very good when you put a silencer on it also. Right now in this particular game I'm using the dual mags on it, which is awesome. I love the fast reload. Be careful with that fast reload though, because sometimes you tend to overdo it, like I'm doing it right here right now, and sometimes you cannot get away with that, so you got to be careful with it. You don't overdo it, especially when you got a lot of enemies coming towards you and you decide to reload in the wrong time, but you still have bullets. The hardest thing to remember for me is to realize that it only takes about 4 to 5 bullets to actually take somebody out, and if you're aiming properly, you shouldn't have to be able to, you know, unload the whole clip on them. But this can actually change if you have a really bad connection. Then all of a sudden, you know, the 4 or 5 bullets doesn't work anymore, and you need at least 10 to take one guy out, then you are forced to reload. You need to reload, you know, when you do it too much like that. But in this particular case, we had a pretty good solid connection, and I wasn't in need of keeping reloading so much. So you see me get a lot of doubles and triples because, you know, I was able to hold myself from doing that, which can be a habit that can create a lot of problems for you in the future. I like Sleight of Hand Pro, and the reason why I like it is because of the aim down sight faster. That's the only reason. As far as, you know, the fast reloads, you know, you can learn how to actually be able to discipline yourself to not overdo it, you know, when you're actually playing in this game. So just make sure that you remember that, you know, you don't need to be reloading constantly all the time. That is a habit that I'm trying to get away from, because it hurts me sometimes, especially when I'm reloading and all of a sudden his friend came back and there you go, I'm completely defenseless. There's nothing I can do, and I get killed. So really, you don't want to do that. It can suck when that happens a lot, especially if you're in a nice streak or something like that. In this game, I actually was not running any special streaks. I was actually trying to get all the perks on the Xbox, or the pro perks on this Prestige that I'm on the Xbox, and I kept forgetting to change the packages, so I'm running some crazy streaks here. I think I'm running the spy plane, SAM turret, and the care package, because I was gonna give away my packages to my friends, you know, my teammates, whenever I needed to get the Hardline Pro, and then I forgot to take them on, so I just ran with the game this way. But either way, we got a really nice balance of, you know, me getting a lot of kills and getting some caps, and it's just a really good game overall when we do it. Now, right here where I'm standing, guys, this is a really good position to be at, because you can cover the B flag and the A flag from there if you want to. Right now, we're not taking the A flag. We know they're all spawning on that side, so we're trying to keep a little bit of a spawn trap going on the other side, so that they don't actually break out of it and go and try to flank us or anything like that. So we're spread out real well, you know, with the team at this point to actually get that accomplished. Another thing that you need to remember, you see that right there? They spawn right there very often, so you need to remember that, to look out for that. Right there, I almost lost that package, but unfortunately one of my teammates was on top of it, and he helped me make sure to take care of those people in there, so they didn't take all of my packages away. So they took my SAM turret, which I think it was pretty funny they didn't go for the Rolling Thunder first. Rolling Thunder didn't actually do anything for me in this game anyways, but, you know, it's just kind of sucks when they take your packages, you know what I mean? But, you know, we got the package, so it's all good. So let's continue with the game. As I say, you know, I really like this position right here, where I am, because I can cover both flags. This Jeep right here that I'm on is a good cover if they're coming out from the C side, and this walls right there are very good cover if they're coming on from the A side, left or right. One of the things that you need to remember is that when you are standing there, make sure you blow up that Jeep. I think you saw me at the beginning. That's the first thing I did, is blow up that Jeep, because you can get killed a lot by somebody throwing a grenade in there, or actually just randomly shooting at that Jeep. So So you need to remember that and be careful that when you are standing there, that Jeep is completely destroyed before you use that Jeep for cover. Now another thing is, in this map, it's actually very easy and simple to manipulate the spawns. As you can see, we're flipping the spawns all the time because we know where people are spawning, we know where they're going to go, their routes and how they're going to do it. The one thing that you need to remember though is that don't lose the B flag. That is a very key important part in this map, because if you lose the B flag, it is way too easy. It's going to be hard for you to actually get it back, because what they'll do is that they'll take positions in the houses, the windows, everywhere they can to actually just shoot from far and not get themselves exposed, but you have to get yourself exposed to get into that flag. Another thing you can do is that there is a little wall next to B. You got the flag in B, you got the truck on one side, and there's a little wall on the A side of the B flag. You can go on the other side of that wall and actually capture the flag from there. So that's another way that you can do it, so that you don't actually get yourself too exposed from the people that are actually on both buildings trying to shoot down. One thing to remember is to spawn on the A side though. Remember always, when you go to the B flag right away, the right side window in that B flag needs to be covered. People, the first thing they do is they go right under that and they start shooting from across and take every single guy out of the B flag. Something you gotta remember when that happens. Also, if you are spawning on the C side, it is a good tactic to do that also. But the problem is that you need to make sure that you also send some guys to capture that B flag. And if you can flip the spawns, the better. I personally think that this map, the A flag and the B flag are the good flags to hold. If you are on this other side, on the C side, it just takes too long to actually get to the other side and be able to protect your flag. So it's something to remember about, when you're actually playing the game in this map, is that, you got to make sure that you cover these areas where people can actually come and take you out without you even knowing. Right here, even when I'm protecting, you see the spawns where they're actually spawning in that corner right there. It's just something that you need to remember. If you understand where the spawns are actually starting to come from, then you'll be able to control this map like it's nothing. It'll be easy for your team to control this map. So remember that, guys. This has been another episode for LethalFrag.com. Guys, go check out the website. LethalFrag.com has a lot of great content in the website. Go check them out, guys. I appreciate your support, everyone. And please make sure you subscribe and give me a thumbs up on the video. And I'll see you guys next time.